Yo, before we get into this, smash that like button.
Yeah, this is a response to the mass shootings that occurred in El Paso, Texas, and in Dayton, Ohio, which were both carried out by disenfranchised white men that were undoubtedly raised by single mothers. And, the reason why we don't have black men committing these mass shootings is because black men are disenfranchised because they're black men. You know, white guy is going to feel disenfranchised because he's going to feel that certain minority groups are taking his or part of the pie that he's entitled to have. Black men don't come into this world feeling entitled, so they don't have the same chip on their shoulders as they grow up, like these white men do from single households. They grow up privileged. I grew up privileged. I went to private school, and a lot of the kids' parents were, this is the mid 80s, a lot of the kids' parents were getting divorced or were already divorced. Some remarried, some weren't. But there was a lot of single mothers when I look back on it, but they weren't out of wedlock births. They were married and divorced. And Donald Trump's out here saying that it's because of video games and mental illness. No. This video game's been out a long time, and this is one of the first quote unquote violent video games I can remember playing. And mass shootings weren't going on in the mid 80s. You're going to tell me somebody was playing Duck Hunt or Verse Hogan's Alley and decided, I'm going to go out and carry this out for real? No, that wasn't the case. So Donald Trump's out here dodging the issue because he doesn't want to throw these white single mothers under the bus because they're his biggest voting bloc. But, it occurs to me that they're going to still vote for him because he's letting them get away with stuff. The only way I can see white females not voting for Trump a second time is if there's another female in the race. And that's what we don't want. We don't want an emotional creature like a woman running the White House because she'll be upset that her cat died, and next thing you know, it's World War III. So we don't want that. But part of it too is there's not enough red pill knowledge going around about these women. Think about it. If more men didn't seek female validation and knew about the red pill, knew about the wall, knew that a woman is really only here for two things, which is sexual gratification and procreation, we wouldn't have these mass shootings. I knew a kid, no, he's not a kid, but a grown man that used to work out at the Y that I go to. And we just fell in a conversation. He was just talking about how he wasn't talking to women anymore because, he had the police called on him because the girl accused him of stalking, and he was just trying to plead his case with the girl. But now that I've got red pill knowledge, I know that basically what it was, he was looking for female validation too much and he wasn't getting it, and he ended up committing suicide, man. And I think he was an engineer. He wasn't no loser type dude. He just was having a hard time with women. And when he confided in me, have you ever had someone confide in you to the point where you can relate to what they're saying, but you don't know the person that well, and you're just taken aback and just don't know what to say? I really wish I had slipped that man my number, man. I really do, because he might still be here. But as far as men in the red pill community, we need to have an outlet so that we can reach out to each other and talk to each other about the misfortunes that we're having dealing with these women. But the first thing is to not look for their validation, period. And you'll be that much ahead of the game. I think that's the reason why I like dropping all this red pill knowledge, because I drop it on people. Like if I'm sitting at the bar and strike up conversation with, this happened not too long ago, struck up conversation with this young kid from Texas, about 27 years old, told me he was with a single mom. And I'm like, yo, why you want to do that? You don't want to put your resources towards helping another man's legacy. I mean, I basically red pilled him real good, man, to the point where he wanted to have drinks with me afterwards. Well, I'm not a drinker like that, so I didn't take him up on that. But that's really what the issue is with these mass shootings. It's about disenfranchised white men looking for female validation, and when they don't get it, they want to shoot people. You know, they get introduced to guns early on, and that's what makes them have a fondness for guns. They go hunting with their dad before they get divorced, and then they take up guns. I guess guns give them a feeling of power or something like that. But where Trump is out here saying it's mental illness in his video games, always wanting to put the blame on something else, man. Always, because he doesn't want to alienate his big fan base, or not fan base, but his big voters base, or you could say fan base. I'm out.